Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a bit different than what it usually is. As you can see from the title, this is going to be my bi-weekly makeup basket. Usually I just pick products that I will use for the next 2 weeks, and then I sort of update you on those products, and then I don't know, use them for 2 weeks. But today we are going to do a get ready with me using the products in my basket for the next 2 weeks. And also this basket will be a bit different because it will also be what's in my travel makeup bag, because I'm actually going to be traveling for the next 2 weeks. I'm going tonight I'm going to Barcelona in Spain with my family, and then I will be there for 8 days and or 9 days maybe, and then the week after that I will be visiting with my parents. So the bag I have today will be mostly not holy grail items, but both items I really love and know I can trust. So the primer, I have 2 primers I know I can really trust, and also the foundations and stuff. And then it will also be things that I know hold up good in heat, because it will be hot in Barcelona. Okay, so let's just jump in. First thing, as always, I will use my Makeupbyalexy paint pot to prime my eyelids. And then I will just set that with some powder. And this is the Rimmel Stay Matte powder in the shade Translucent, or Transparent. Transparent, sorry. It's not translucent, it's transparent. If you are a native English speaker, let me know down in the comments what is the difference between translucent and transparent. Let me know. I don't know. Okay, so I think I will do something pretty neutral today, because I will be filming 2 videos, like this one and then another one. And then I will also be on a plane, like tonight, because my mom and dad will pick me up at 4 AM in the morning. So I haven't really planned on going to sleep. And if so, I will only sleep for an hour or so. So the makeup, and now it's almost evening as well, because I have had an exam today. So now I'm finished and I'm sitting here filming, and I'm just going to get ready, and then I'm going to a barbecue party with some friends, and then I'm going home, and then tonight my parents will pick me up, and then we will go to Barcelona. So I will just do something pretty neutral, I think. That's what I have in mind beforehand, but you never know with me. So first, these are some of the eyeshadows that I will be packing with me for Barcelona. So I have this one, which is a mix of all Makeup Geek at the top, and this is also Makeup Geek, and then we have Colourpop, and Colourpop, and this is MAC. I love this yellow, but I think I might actually take that one out and replace it with something, but I haven't decided what yet, because that was sort of in the moment, because I already have a yellow packed. So those are the neutral shades I will be packing, and then I will also be packing the Urban Decay Electric palette, both because it has some fun pops of color, and then also because it has a mirror that is good to do your makeup in front of. So if my mom and I are fighting for the mirror in the hotel room, I can just use, sorry, that was really ugly. But yeah, I can use this mirror instead. So I will pack those, and then because these are sort of, a lot of them are sort of standalone colors, and if I want to do something red, if I want to do something blue, I prefer to have a transition shade that is lighter than this one. And also with the green, if I want to do something green, I don't have a deep green that I can put in my outer corner if I don't use this teal. So to be a companion palette to that one, I'm also bringing this one because as I said, I have my lighter like pale blue transition, and then I have like a darker green for my outer corner, and like I have some pinks that I can use, and also a yellow, because y'all know I'm obsessed with yellow, and like an orange. So yeah, I'm bringing this one as a companion palette, and those are the 3 palettes that I am going to bring. But today I'm mostly going to use this one, I believe, which is the neutral. I'm going to start by picking up Beaches and Cream on a large fluffy brush and just put that into my crease. Okay, and then I'm just going to take Beaches and Cream and put that also in my crease. No, sorry, that's Creme Brulee in my crease. And then I'm just going to take like a smaller crease brush, which is the 231 Luxe Petite crease brush from Zoeva, and the other one was just a Sigma E35 brush that I used for the 2 other colors. And I'm going to take this shadow here called Popular Demand from Colourpop, and just put that sort of like in the outer corner and into my crease. And then I think I will also do like the inner corner and do sort of like a halo eye. Also, let me know down below in the comments what you pack when you are going away. Like what makeup. I asked this question on my Instagram yesterday, and I got a few answers. Like my mom said, like, you can always buy new stuff if there's something you're like missing, and I was like, yeah, but that's not very, I don't know, opposite to like consumerism sort of ish. Used to buy new stuff. I have a lot of stuff, so but then there were some that said that they like to pack like multi purpose stuff, sort of. So like they use their bronzer for eyeshadow, and try to like pack as simple as possible, just so they don't have to think about their makeup when they're on vacation. And I definitely see their point. Like, yeah, I can see why you would do that, to pack as little as possible. But since I don't know, I just love I mean, there are some in the makeup or the beauty community that enjoys like having makeup and collecting makeup, but I'm like, at the core, I'm more of a using makeup kind of person. So I remember like 2 years ago when my parents and I were in New York, and I only brought one palette. I brought the Lorac Pro, like the first one. And I just remember I hated every look I did because it was so neutral. And like I hated that I couldn't like be versatile at all, which was really boring. So I just remember that feeling, and I would never like want to make myself be in that situation again. I don't know, put myself in that situation again. So yeah, I'm definitely not minimal with my like makeup packing. But let me know down below how you pack makeup for going away. And then I'm just going to grab this primer from Elizabeth Mott called the Thank Me Later eyeshadow primer. Looks like this. I'm just going to grab that, and as I've done in several of my other videos, I'm just putting a small amount on my hand, and then I'm just patting that on the places where I sort of didn't put eyeshadow, so in the middle here, and then I'm sort of blending it out towards my inner and outer corner, like that. Okay, so just going back to the purpose of this video is the makeup basket. So for primers for my eyes, I'm bringing these two. And you know which shadows I'm bringing because I showed you that before. And then I'm just going to take the Suiva 234 Luxe Smoky Shader Brush. And also all the brushes I will be using in this video I will also be bringing with me. So I'm definitely going to bring this, like several of these, because I have 3 of them and it's my favorite brush. And then I'm just going to pick this shade up, which is the shade Grandstand from Makeup Geek, one of my favorites from them. And I'm just going to put that where I put down the primer and sort of almost all over my lid. And then I'm going to take this shade here called In the Spotlight, also by Makeup Geek. I have such a huge dip in this one now, which is super exciting because, you know, we all want to like use the makeup we have. That's why we do these kinds of baskets. So yeah, as you might have noticed, I'm not bringing any of the shadows that are in my like Project Pan Roulette eyeshadow editions. Eyeshadow edition. You know I have a super hard time saying that name like all the time. But yeah, so I'm not bringing any of those because I just don't feel like it, and yeah. So my update for that one, it will most probably be a bit, or it will be a bit late because I'm going to my parents. Like it will be super late probably because I'm going to my parents on the 11th, and it should, like, I'm in Barcelona the 10th when I'm due to like update. So but since I'm away for 2 weeks, I will like push that one forward a bit because I won't have any sort of use to show you. But yeah, so I think that's how we are going to leave the eyes for now. I'm pretty happy with that like neutral everyday kind of look. So let's move on to the face, and for primers I am bringing 2. So I'm bringing the Too Faced Hangover X Replenishing Face Primer with coconut water, probiotic based ingredient and skin revivers. This is one of my favorite primers ever, both that it's like hydrating and it's also, it makes my makeup last a lot longer than if I'm not using a primer or any other primer. So this is sort of like my holy grail primer, and I have repurchased this. And then I'm also bringing a sort of blurring primer from Lumini, their CC color correcting and blurring primer. So I'm going to use this one all over my face, and then the other one like on spots like where I have pores and stuff. And for the other primer I'm just putting a small amount on my back of my hand, and then I'm just placing that where I need it. And then for foundation I'm bringing 3 options. So first I'm bringing my L'Oreal Triple Solution BB Cream because this is a tiny bit too dark for me right now. I can sort of pull it off, but it's a tiny bit too dark. But since I'm going to the sun, I will probably get a bit of a tan, so this will probably match me perfectly. And then it has an SPF of 30, which is perfect for like everyday use, and it's a BB cream, so this is what I will be using like every day when I just want my SPF and I want something to like even out my skin, even though this is very good coverage. But yeah, I'm bringing this one for every day. And then I'm also bringing this Rebecca Stella All About the Base foundation in the shade number 3, I believe. I did order shade number 1, but they must have like packed the wrong one because I'm pretty sure this is shade 3. But this is too dark for me, so I'm going to also bring my L'Oreal Too Much, L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. Because this one is almost too pale for me and this one is too dark, so I will be mixing these two to get my perfect match. And they are both pretty like matte, so they will stay on for super long. So for like parties and stuff in the evening in Barcelona or going out to eat, they will last for a really long time. So yeah, I will use these two. And then I'm just blending that out with my beauty blender. Something like that. And then for concealer, I'm only bringing one concealer, which is the Maybelline Master Conceal by Face Studio Camouflaging Concealer, which looks like this, and it's in a squeezy tube. And if like, I like the L'Oreal True Match concealer much better, which I used in my previous makeup basket, but I had to take the stopper out of that one because like the wand is much too short for like the packaging, so there's a lot left like in the bottom of the packaging, but I couldn't get it out. So yeah, I don't want to like have a messy stopper free concealer with me, so I'm bringing this one because it's in a squeezy tube. I might have to bring another one because there is not a whole lot left in this one, so yeah, I might have to bring another one, which is exciting because like two of the categories that I really want to make like a difference in are concealers, or did I say free? I meant free. I don't know if I said that. If I did, just ignore what I just said. But yeah, the free categories I want to make the like biggest difference in, or four. There's basically four categories. Sorry, I'm just rambling. But I would like to reduce the amount of foundation, like primers, foundation, concealers, and face powders I own. Because a lot of the concealers I own, I don't use them because I'm not like 100% into them. So like, for example, this concealer, it creases sort of a lot under my eyes. So yeah, it's not my favorite concealer, which is why I haven't used it up. So I would just like to like use, and the L'Oreal concealer as well. I mean, it's an okay concealer, but it's definitely not my favorite. So I just want to use those up so that I can like focus my collection on things that I know I love instead of things that I know I sort of like, sort of. So yeah, that was concealer. And then for powder, I'm only bringing one powder, which is the Rimmel Stay Matte, as you saw before. And I'm just using a small kabuki brush. And I'm going to set my face with this one, but with the L'Oreal like Pro Matte and the Rebecca Stella foundation, you really don't need to set your face. So I'm going to do it today because I know I will have this makeup on for like, yeah, 24 hours or something, maybe even more than that. So yeah, that's why I'm powdering my face, but I probably won't do that too much in the coming 2 weeks. But then I'm just going to grab another brush and set under my eyes. Okay, so then for bronzer, I'm basically only bringing one bronzer, which is this Extra Dimension bronzer in Delphic from the Aquatic collection by MAC. And this is one of the bronzers in my collection that I think I will be focusing on next, because I said in my last video that I wanted to focus on the Body Shop Honey bronzer, but I'm actually going to like hold off a bit, I think, because it's sort of cool toned, which is more, I suit like cool tone bronzers better in the winter when I'm more fair. So I'm just going to go with like maybe this one over the summer, because this is also very pretty. It's very subtle, so I can like go sort of hem with it, which I enjoy. Okay, and excuse like my neck being red, because before I mix my, when I mix my foundation, I always like try to apply it on my neck just to see if the color matches me, and today it did not, so I had to like wipe it off, and then I got red, but that will you know, settle itself later. And then for blush, I'm bringing the e.l.f. blush in Twinkle Pink, which you have seen several times now, by now, because it's my favorite at the moment. And I know I will be happy like using it every day when I'm gone, because I have been. So actually, like, since I have hit pan on this one and I like it so much, and I have swatched like my entire collection to see if I have something that is similar to this one, which I don't. So I'm sort of not wanting to use it up completely right now until I find something sort of similar, or like if I would use this up right now, I would just repurchase it. So I'm trying to find another of my, like another blush that I'm comfortable with like using until I hit pan in my collection right now. But I don't want to take that risk when I'm going away. So I'm just going to bring this one. And then for highlighter, I'm just going to bring this palette, which you have also seen on my channels a lot before. Or my channel. And I'm just going to be mixing the shade White Diamond with the shade Sunkissed, because that's my favorite way of using this palette. It's a shame that this shade is going faster than this one, because if I would to like use this one up, I would mix these two instead, or maybe like with this one, because or I might actually use this one a lot more now that I'm away, because even though it looks really pale, it has a very like obvious like gold shift to it, and if I'm pale, it really like looks like a gold. It's much darker on the skin than it is in the pan, which is weird because this one is much lighter on the skin than it is in the pan. But yeah, it's a shame that this one is going faster, because otherwise I could have mixed this one with this one as well. But I can use this one by itself, so I might do that as well. We will see. And since the foundations are so matte, I like to, you know, pack on the highlight. Something like that. And then I'm also bringing my MAC Fix Plus, which I like to use as a setting spray. So I'm just spraying into the air and then letting it dry on my face. And I like to do this yeah, before I do my mascara and stuff, because I feel like they smudge sometimes when I apply a setting spray. And for my brows, I will be using the NYX Tame & Frey Tinted Brow Pomade. Because I used up, and also my eyebrow fix from H&M, because I used up the other like brow pencil that I was using. So now I'm actually using a brow pencil by Makeup Store, which is a lot hard. Like the other one I used was a lot softer, so it was almost like a pomade but in a pencil form. So like a pomade that you can control, which is not very good, but yeah. So it was very soft, but this one is very hard, which takes me a lot longer than it, like, it takes longer to do my brows with a harder pencil than with a softer pencil, and also than with a pomade. So because I'm going away, I will just bring a pomade, because for me that's the fastest way of doing my brows. Okay, something like that. And I also wanted to mention about the brow pomade, since this is my makeup basket, and in my makeup basket I usually do like some small reviews. But I wanted to mention about this pomade that I also have, before I bought this one, I had the Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade, and the color of like brunette is sort of similar to Soft Brown by Anastasia. So if you're using this one, I'm sure you can use this one as well, in the shade brunette. But I also wanted to mention that for the I'm doing the June Beauty Challenge on, or one of them on Instagram, and one of the days were like best bang for your buck, like the thing that you get the most for your money. And I know the Anastasia Dip Brow is sort of expensive, but I swear, like, that one lasted me over 2 years with everyday use. I use it every single day almost for 2 years. Like, I didn't use any other like brow product during those 2 years, and this one I've used like, I mean, it's less than 20 times and I already have like a huge dip, so I'm sure this would take me less than a year to go through. And I know this is more than half the price of the Anastasia Beverly Hills, so it's not really the best bang for your buck, but still it's amazing how much of a difference there is between like how many uses you get out of this one and the Anastasia one. So I just wanted to mention that. And then we are moving back to the eyes, because that's always what I do next. So I'm just going to speed through that because that's not really relevant for this video. Okay, and for mascara I'm just bringing the one I'm currently using, which is the Max Factor Masterpiece Mascara High Volume and Definition Mascara. And I'm just going to coat my lashes with this one. Okay, and then I'm just have lipstick left for my look today, but I also wanted to mention some of the other things I'm bringing with me. So I'm also bringing a pair of Ardell Baby Wispies lashes, which are like more natural, and then I'm bringing a pair of House of Lashes Iconic Mini, which is more for like going out, and then I'm bringing my House of Lashes Lash Glue. And I'm also bringing a L'Oreal Gel Intensa eyeliner in pure black, so a gel eyeliner from L'Oreal. And then I'm also bringing all my colored eyeliners from NYX, because they take up sort of, I don't know, not so much room, but I can do a lot with them if I feel like creative. So I'm bringing all of these, which are, I will list all the names down below and like the color and the name, and I'm also like bringing the white one because you can always use white eyeliner. And then I only have like lipsticks left, and I'm sort of boring with my lipstick choices. So I'm only bringing nudes, and I'm only bringing 5 lipsticks. So the first one is the Anita lipstick by NARS. You've all seen these before, but I'm going to swatch them all together, maybe like that. Okay, so this is Anita by NARS, so it's sort of like a pinky, sort of darkish nude. And then I'm bringing Flesh Pot by MAC, which is a pale nude right there. And then I'm also bringing Blankety, which is a sort of slightly darker nude than Flesh Pot, which is this one, and sort of not as pinkish as the Anita. So that is Blankety, which is one of my favorite nudes. And then I'm also bringing Velvet Teddy, which is a lot warmer and slightly darker than Blankety. So I have like one pinkish nude, one very brownish nude, a sort of mid-tone nude, and then a very pale nude. And these are all like, Velvet Teddy is matte and Blankety is amplified, so that one is sort of like a creamy formula. And then Flesh Pot is satin, but it feels very matte, and this one is sort of like a cream. So then I also have a pale nude, like the, I don't know if I've shown you this before, but it's the, I had some like old lipstick on it, so it will appear a bit darker. I will try to do a new swatch. Here you can see, so it's sort of similar to Flesh Pot, but a bit more pinky, and it also is like more of a creamy formula. So I have like 2 pale nudes, 1 cream and 1 sort of satin matte, and then I have 1 very warm, 1 mid-tone, and 1 like rosy. So those are the lipstick I'm bringing, and for this look now I'm going to use Velvet Teddy, because it's one of my favorites. Well, they are all my favorites that I'm bringing. Something like that, and then I think I will use a bit of this Lip Parfait thing on top of that. Okay, so that was everything I'm bringing with me to Barcelona, and then also visiting with my parents. And here is the finished look. I will just zoom you in a bit. Yeah, so here is the finished look. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know down below like what makeup you bring when you travel, and also if you own any of these products and what you think about them. And yeah, I will see you in my... So yeah, one more thing, it could be a while until like my next video after this or this one, and yeah, we will see. So it could be a while, but in that case, until then, have a nice like summer, and also let me know down below like your plans for the summer, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!